What is up, y'all? So, I really want to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about light, and we talk about light all the time and being a pinprick of light. And here's the real freaking deal, y'all. I consistently say that we have the answers, we're just not asking the right questions. And the question that I consistently have are two. One is, in all of this conversation around addiction and around recovery and around solutions, my question over and over again is, what is the goal? And I think that we should be asking ourselves that before we open our mouths every single time. I also think the most important question, and what I want to address in this personal video right now, because it's just like weighing on me, man, it's weighing on me, is, are we human or are we not? And I think that about 99.9% of the conversation should come down to that first. Are we human or are we not? Because we do have the solutions, we do have the answers. And if we finally believe that people who are living in their addiction and people who are in recovery are actually human first, then we have the answers. So I am going to tell you, if someone is discussing this issue and it's not coming from a place of creating more light and love, they are wrong. So family, if you are being told to do or say anything that is not from a place of light and love, it is wrong. Friends, same thing. Employers, co-workers, same thing. First responders, public servants, same thing. Treatment centers, clinical help, same thing. Medical professionals, same thing. Spiritual leaders, faith leaders, spiritual homes, co-workers, same thing. So if people in recovery, oh my goodness, same flippin' thing. If anything is coming out of your mouth that is not from a place of light and love, it is wrong. If we truly believe that people who are living in their addiction are human, then the number one thing that people need in their life to be happy, and therefore have recovery initiated and sustained over a long period of time, for people to find purpose, is light and love, y'all. All the research around motivation and change, all the research around happiness, right? It's about light and love. It's about relationships in the end, right? So the answers are so simple and so clear. And so anything I see coming out of your mouth, or anything I hear coming out of your mouth that is not talking about creating more light and love for people, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Because that just tells me that way deep down, no matter what you say this thing is, you can call it a disease, you can call it a medical issue, you can call it chronic brain disease, you can call it a learning disorder, you can call it a choice, all right? It does not matter what you believe out of any of that. If your solutions don't have language that is coming from a place of light and love, when you are talking to someone in their addiction and it's not light and love, you're wrong. It ain't gonna work. It's not a solution, and I'm so sick of it. Are we human or are we not first? Stop saying they will get it when the pain becomes great enough. Stop saying that they need to hit their bottoms. Stop making decisions and having policies at your treatment center, at your recovery home, at your recovery community organization, people in recovery talking to other people who are living in their addiction. If you are using all kinds of language that is not around compassion and light and love, and it goes to tough love, or helping people somehow hit a bottom or have more pain, you are wrong. If you are kicking people out and telling them, well, if they work it, it will work, it's not from a place of light and love. You are not helping. You are not helping. If you are continually talking about hitting your bottom, and that you needed to hit your bottom, and that the pain had to become great enough, you are wrong. That's not how recovery is sustained. It's not. And I really, really, really can't take it anymore, man. Are we human and are we not? Are we human or are we not? If we remember that we are human before we are anything else, then we are just like everyone else with this medical condition. So let's start to talk about it from that place. We are not super special or unique, right? We are not innately bad. We are not innately worse, okay? This is just our limitation, and all limitations can be overcome. But people need a hell of a lot of light and love. And the people that are most successful in their recovery journey, and yes, me, and people who are alive in recovery today, they had a hell of a lot of light and love. Every conversation should be about how do we create more light and love and opportunity. That's it. It ain't that deep. Let's get it together. I flippin' love you so much. But we have got to do this thing differently.